Calling all cryptids and carnies, this is your captain speaking, Mr. Mask. Thanks for tuning into this episode. Now you know I always like to get straight into it, a 10-minute video or less kind of fella, but if you've been following me for a while, you know that though I'm a proud Canadian, my mother lives in the States and is in arrears of quite a tidy sum due to some petulant medical bills. Wouldn't you know it, my day job just isn't enough anymore, and that's why it's more important than ever to comment, subscribe, and rate 5 stars. The more you share my videos, dear viewer, the more donations that we can get. I'm going to do whatever it takes for dear old mother, starting with this video. I have a link up to donate. I've put a lot of blood, sweat, and tears into this one, so I do hope that you will all enjoy. This is Entity Incorporated Private Investigation's full query into the Cynthia Cobweb case. A case shrouded in mystery. A case that, despite national coverage, an Amber Alert, and the full attention of the Glasvale, Ontario Police Service, could not be solved. Why? Because it is hard to find a child when there are no photographs of them. The Cobweb family homeschooled Cynthia and for financial reasons simply never owned a camera. After all this effort by the province and citizens keeping an eye out brought no results, how did Entity Incorporated find Cynthia Cobweb? I called the PI agency involved for comment, but found that the agency was dissolved. Now I took it upon myself to do a little digging and found the old owner's address. After a visit to a house with no answer, I left my information just in case, and wouldn't you know it, a week later I mailed a compact disc case with the entire case report. Now, the man himself did say to keep it confidential, and he can sue me all he wants, but once something's on the great internet, it's out there, so have at it. Ergo, without further ado, for your viewing pleasure, dear viewer, are all the digitally chronicled relevant portions of the private investigation in chronological order. I've removed any YouTube terms of service violating parts, but do note that this is not for the faint of heart. Take heed as well, I've overlaid and moved some clips around for a better viewing experience. This should be our best video yet. Enjoy.
You know, recording all this stuff probably isn't great for confidentiality. Plus, we're totally going broke buying all these SD cards before we even have time to offload them.
Come on, Murray, you know, all great investigators record their thoughts. It's how we get breakthroughs.
As if anyone will actually ever watch these.
True as that may be, we just got a client email.
Ooh, let me see.
Hot dog, you already got the whole email printed out. Thanks, honey. What has Canada's best wife and husband PI team got to put food on the table for this month?
Cold case. The no picture girl who went missing a while back, it was the one that triggered that Amber Alert. Says it's from the dad.
Well, I remember that one, but it just feels like one we shouldn't touch. Missing person locates are hard enough already. Never mind if the police have already given it their fair shake.
Hold on, we just got another email. We just got emailed a money transfer from the client for quite a bit more than we need for food for a while.
That is interesting. Looks like the client left a note saying, I know results aren't guaranteed. Keep the money, just do your best.
Seems to me like we ought to listen. Not much info though. I guess the cops ran into the same wall. All we have is vehicle info and some assorted facts that don't seem to be much help. I can send the vehicle search out. That should come back in a bit.
Oh, that scared the shit out of me. Thank you for the email, sweetheart. I will print that out now.
Well, it ain't much. Just says the type of vehicle they were driving around the disappearance, and that it was a wreck.
Well, I vote we handle this like any other insurance case. I will get to calling up the wreckers. Speedy editor's note from Mr. Mask. I haven't seen footage this corrupt in a dog's age, so I sped through it for you all. Our private investigators find the van they're looking for in a flash, but no leads come from it. The eggs really get in a scramble once they realize their client listed that the Cobweb girl was fond of geocaches, and they find one nearby. With some quick thinking from Mari, would you now kindly focus on your screen and hold on to your jimmies once you see what they find? Yeah, you probably should. Could just be a weird Halloween prank, though. Halloween and midsummer prank. If you want to play with me, I'll invite you to my house. Nobody lives there anymore, but I'll be home when you are. I went on a web form for Ontario abandoned places and found a few in the area where she grew up in their family's vagrant area. There's one she used to live in that's on record, but I'm hoping we don't have to go since it's a bit of a drive, but that one is for sure a derelict. We have 3 houses to check here, hoping we can get into all of them, and not only that, we find some evidence helps connect the girl to the house. Thanks again, my friend, for coming, by the way.
Yep. anything to help a friend and ditch work.
Surprised none of this makes you anxious.
Yep, I did love searching for spirits in the basement as a kid, so, comes with the territory. There is just one thing, though. Since we started yesterday, I've been getting these freaky phone calls. Yep, another moot search.
Yep, only one thing left. You down for a road trip?
Yep, always looking for an excuse to ditch work. Is it far?
Yep, 5.5 hours. Only other childhood home she had. It'll definitely be an overnighter.
Yep.
Hey, sweetheart, what's up? It's late. You and Nathaniel keeping out of trouble?
Something like that. Listen, hey, would you call our friend in the forces, or they don't like to be called that anymore, would you call our friend in the police service and ask him if he'd be able to find someone to run a blood sample for us?
What? Where? Why? Whose?
Hopefully nobody important, just another incident like the one at the scrapyard there. See, listen, this is fresh stuff though. I'm betting the whole thing might be some sort of prankster gone overboard, but it's just good to check.
Okay. Is there anything else?
Just one. I'm gonna text you an audio recording. Would you be able to post it to some online BBSs like Web Sleuth? The talk like bad ideas ones. You know what? Do both.
It's not really like us to post evidence online. What's your angle here?
To be honest, Vera, I just want people to know what's going on. Lots of folks. To be really honest, we might just be in a touch of danger.
Yep, this is definitely the place.
How about I stand here and be a lookout while you check it out?
Mrs. Tesla, if I didn't know any better, I'd say that you were trying to get out of a shift navigating Spider City and just trying to be a lookout, but that's okay. Lookout is an important job too.
I think it is. Oh, your cop friend is calling me back. I'll be right back.
All right.
Hey, John, it's me. What's up?
Where are you?
What? We're walking around Cambridge on the usual trail. What?
Mari, where specifically, as best as you can, are you guys?
Is Clyde in trouble?
No, you guys aren't in trouble, but you need to come and see us now. I'm driving to Cambridge to pick you guys up.
We're in the middle of that cold case, the one I talked about,
Yeah, Cynthia Cobweb. Listen, the sample you sent me was a match.
Honey, no! Don't touch that!
Hello? Mari? Are you there? Where are you?
Hey, sweetheart, pulling up to the condo in a sec. Sorry, just now got the chance to
I'm
return
at
your
the
call.
Timmy's across the street. Turn the car around and come meet me
Is
now.
everything good?
No, someone broke in. I just came home half an hour ago. Johnny's here and the police are on their way.
Oh, hell, you're okay though. Do we know if they took anything?
I'm fine. We're all fine. Johnny's going to need to talk to you, though, and do a bit of an interrogation.
What, an interrogation? We're the ones who've been hard done.
He knows. It's just a formality. It's just that the only thing that was taken was your case
Cynthia
file.
Cobweb, am I right?
Yeah.
God, this case just won't die. Boy, torso words, but you get it.
I know, honey. At least the newspapers have been leaving us alone.
After you changed numbers, selling the house, and quitting our PI agency, yeah.
Hun? There's one more thing. It's about Johnny's interrogation.
Yeah.
He's got to ask you about, well, the thing is, Nathaniel's been absent from work. Friend's missing.
That's all the content that was mailed to me. Unfortunately, as the agency's dissolved, there's no finding out what happened after. I left in the break-in at the end because despite the file corruption, it makes you wonder if the killer came back to deal with the PI. There's lots of speculation around this particular creepy case. For example, if Cynthia's dad really hired NC Incorporated, how would they have had the money to pay him so much? Unless it wasn't really him. Anyway, I had to re-record this audio because of some ambient noise that occurs in this clip at the end. Probably unruly spirits. I'm trying to keep up with the upload schedule that I promised you folks, my dear viewers, and my computer's been taking forever to render lately, plus I gotta get to work. So sorry if the audio here doesn't sync with the rest of the video. I haven't even watched this back, to be quite honest with you, so do hope it's a good product. And finally, I hope you enjoy this type of murder mystery video as much as I enjoyed making it, dear viewer. I have a feeling that this video will do well, and if it does, I will be making a lot more of them.